Now that you are in a deep trance, we are going to give you a trigger, or reinforce it if you already have it. The trigger phrase is "I am a crocodile." If you use this trigger phrase, or if someone that you are okay with triggering you says the trigger phrase "you are a crocodile," you will undergo the transformation that you are about to experience again at whatever speed you want. Additionally, you will instantly turn back into a human if you use the reset phrase "I am not a crocodile," or if someone that you are okay with resetting you says the reset phrase "you are not a crocodile." Now your transformation will begin. First, feel small sliding sensations over your entire body as scales slide into place, covering you entirely and causing any hair that you have to fall out and disappear. Most of your scales are hard and rough, being colored one of a few shades of murky green. However, there is a section of smooth, almost snake-like pale green scales. They start on the bottom edge of your mouth, and go straight down until they reach your neck, going down the front side of your neck and torso before they end on the underside of your torso. Also, while most of your scales are around half an inch in size, the ones on your back are about 1 inch long and wide. Additionally, there are 3 strips of dull spiked scales on your back. Each strip is composed of sets of 2 spikes. Each set of spikes are directly above and below each other, and in each of those sets of spikes the individual spikes are located directly to the left and right of each other. Each spike is 1/4 of an inch wide and 1 inch tall. Each strip of spikes starts on the top of your torso and goes straight down until they are level with the base of your spine. One of them is centered on the middle of your torso, while the other 2 are located on the edge of the inner side of the curve between the back of your torso and the sides of it. One of the strips on the edge is located on the left side of your torso while the other one is located on the right side of it. Now, feel a large round pulling sensation at the base of your spine as a tail starts to grow. It is 3/4 as long as you are tall and starts out as wide as your torso is, but gradually gets narrower until it ends in a dull point. Most of the scales on it are those shades of murky green like the scales on most of your body, but the scales on the bottom of your tail are the same nearly white shade of green that the ones that are on your chest are, the 2 sections of pale green scales seamlessly blending together. As your tail grows, the strips of spikes that are on your back extend down it. The spikes on the middle strip gradually get shorter the further down they go, no longer being present halfway down your tail. The other 2 strips of spikes on the sides gradually get taller the further down they go, being 2 inches tall at the end of your tail. Next, feel your fingers and toes shifting and merging as they change shape, leaving you with 4 fingers on each hand and 4 toes on each foot. Each of your fingers are 1/5 as wide as your hands are and as long as your longest finger was, and each of your toes are 1/5 as wide as your feet are and as long as your longest toe used to be. After that, your face begins to stretch out, your entire face forming into a 1-foot-long muzzle filled with pointed teeth. As this happens, your eyes and nose shift. Your eyes widen equally in both directions until they are twice as long as they had been, moving up above the top of your muzzle so that the bottom of your eyes are level with the top of your muzzle. As your eyes rise, small ridges form behind and on the back of them to hold them to your muzzle. As for your nose, it all but disappears, all that gets left behind being your nose holes which move to the top left and top right corners of the front side of your muzzle. Now, your finger and toenails start to turn into claws, becoming a white material that is hard and durable. Your nails move so that they are centered on the front side of the finger or toe that they are on. As this happens, their bases shift so that they are half as tall and wide as that finger or toe. They lengthen until they are 1 inch long, gradually curving down and getting narrower and thinner so that they each end in a point that is level with the bottom of the finger or toe that they are on and points straight down. You will find that these new claws of yours are just as sharp, or dull, as your nails had been. Finally, the effects of this hypnosis file will become inactive if they are a risk to your physical body or your well-being, if they are a risk to your social or professional life, if there is an emergency that they would prevent you from dealing with to the best of your abilities, or if they are a risk to your mental health. Also, any effect of this hypnosis file that was an issue will become active again once it no longer will be one. Additionally, you will never find this hypnosis file or the effects of it to be even slightly addicting. Now you have been transformed into an Anthro crocodile, your sharp teeth looking fearsome. This session is almost over, so goodbye, my murky green friend.